Moment of truth, reopening the enclosed ecosphere at month 20. Hey guys, today we're checking out this 20-month-old ecosphere. That's almost a year if my math is correct. But first of all, what's with this sad-looking pot of pothos? Have you ever seen pothos this sad? I wasn't kidding when I said I don't have a green thumb. I can't even grow pothos. Okay, so this ecosphere used to have a shrimp in it called Sven and a ram's horn called Albert. Or was it a pond snail? I can't remember. Either way, I believe this snail is still sliding around somewhere in there. But Sven has since passed away. I deduced that it was because the ecosphere was so new that there wasn't a chance for algae to grow yet, and the numerous floaters I put in there further prevented algae growth, so not enough food for Sven. And the next time we do this, I already know what to change. This ecosphere was opened once at its 9-month mark and never opened again until right now at the 20-month mark. We can see that the Salvinia and other floaters are starting to die off. Could be over competition for the light source. There's also a lot of interesting little creatures in here, most of them copepods like Cyclops and other small harmless critters. I did find this rather menacing and long worm, but it didn't look like a flatworm or platyhelminthes to me, so it should be harmless for shrimp. There's also no hydra to be seen, as those creatures do not appreciate truly stagnant waters and therefore will not appear in stagnant conditions. Perhaps something to do with their feeding methods. A bit of water movement goes a long way for their filter feeding tentacles. Anyway, moment of truth, reopening the enclosed ecosphere at month 20. Oh yeah, first thing that hits ya is still that damp forest floor after a fresh rain. Delicious. Wow, look at that Java fern, it's practically trying to leap out of the jar, growing straight up and immersed, all by itself, reaching for that light. The Salvinia too, growing tighter and tighter together to try and squeeze in just a little bit more light. So I want to try to salvage some of this Java fern and continue to grow it in this enclosure because it's an easy plant for algae to take over and it doesn't block out light like the floaters do. There's also a clump of Java fern that's gone rather crazy in the forest of Cripp's tank, so I'm going to clip some of that and use it too. Okay, so things are looking real messy in the jar, so I decided to do a little 50% water change. This ecosphere's water is 20 months old and this is the first time it's seeing anything new. But then I realized by pouring the water so roughly that I stirred up so much crap, so I wanted to do another 50% right after. But see, now the water's too full for this tank to take any out, and man, it's just a mess. I'm a mess right now. And I'm using like this little reptile feeding cup to scoop the water out and it's taking forever. Guess I just couldn't be bothered with grabbing a proper spoon or a ladle for this. Yup, just me choosing suffering like usual. Okay, now it's a proper mess in there. I'm grabbing one lucky shrimp for the ecosphere, finding our Sven number 2 if you will. And I grabbed another small ram's horn to go with Sven number 2. This time I'm going to allow myself to open the ecosphere so it's no longer an enclosed ecosphere, to better take care of the shrimp and snails if need be. I'll drop food in there once in a little while if the algae is running low and even do some water changes. So we're gonna see how this one goes this time around. Make sure to subscribe with notifs on for updates and more videos like this. Don't forget to get your hands wet.